One of the things I observed early on was even before the students arrived into the class, the teachers were there an hour earlier, much earlier than what I thought teachers got to school. So there's a lot of preparation that teachers need to do for the lessons. This included lesson plans, organising the structure for the day, organising where they were going to sit, what children, talking, the two teachers spoke about what they had done the day before and reflected on their past lessons. So I think preparation is very key, and preparing for lessons is important. The only thing that I was thinking of as well is there's a bit of a contradiction there, just in the regards that we want students to be creative and inquisitive, and if we're looking at constructivism, to actually learn from their experiences. So I just want to make sure that my lessons aren't too planned and too structured, and that I am flexible enough to let the lesson go wherever the students want to take that lesson. The other thing that I believe is important is that lessons are a roadmap. So I can create these lessons, and the road might deviate different directions where I go for that particular lesson for the students. I also observed a real big connection between home and school. At the start of the year, these teachers, they had parent-teacher interviews. They were also sending home reports to the parents, and they were heavily involved in trying to gain as much information as they could from the parents about these students. So I think it's really important as teachers to be aware of the backgrounds of students, what their parents' values are, so that we can better understand how to teach them in their classes. Another thing that we can get from this homeschool connection is how to teach towards these children. Knowing their learning styles is very important. I also observed that some students have a different cultural and social capital that they bring to the school. For example, there was one particular student who, through my conversations with him, I could gather that the parents didn't think of school very highly. They just wanted him to get out there later on in life and get a trade. So we just have to be aware of how the parents believe school fits in with these students. And the other thing that we also used a lot of was technology. So the students are now starting to use computers, and this is why I've created this site, because I want to be more familiar with computer technology. I think it's very effective form for students to learn, and also a form of assessment as well. So computer technology I'll be using a lot in my classes in the future that have behaviour issues.